Hey everyone, this is the daily collective reading for Monday, the 25th of February, 2019. I hope that everyone had a fabulous weekend. I do record these a day in advance, so if you are new to the channel, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And, well, if today's reading resonates with you, you can say so in the comments. You can reach out in personal message. You could always book your own personal reading. Everything is in the description. And, well, you can find me on all social platforms. I'm pretty much on everyone that I know about. But anyway, if something does not resonate, you can either let it fall away, ask for clarification, or you could book your own personal reading. So, again, if you are new, a few things are going to be happening. I'm going to be tripping and falling over my words pretty much on the regular. And also, hi Michael, hi Danny. All right, so so like I said, I'll be tripping and falling over my words. There's going to be the whole world that happens in the comments, and if I see something, I will obviously interact with it. I really enjoy doing these lives. So I'm going to be doing your reading a day in advance. We're going to see where this is going. All right. We're going to kick this off with angel prayers from Kyle Gray. Hi, Mom. Ooh. If you're catching this on the replay, go ahead and hit the live chat so you know I'm not just randomly shouting out stuff. Wonderful. All right, so what does this deck want us to know tomorrow moving forward? Take a step back. Hold up. What are we holding up from? Divine Physician, change and transition. You know what that means, right? Well, we're going to find out. Let's see. I want one more card. Okay, we got two more cards. So, nope, damn it. All right, so this is kind of like what was happening at Zen Rose Garden tonight. I do the Sunday readings with the Zen Self-Growth Academy. A lot of unconditional love and, you know, just reconnections happening. And if you've caught my last few lives, you've been seeing pretty much the same thing. So we're kicking this off with Angel Prayer Oracle cards from Kyle Gray. And, well, what came out? Synchronicity. Wouldn't you know it? I've been seeing a ton of mirroring numbers and a lot of, okay, not a lot. Oh my God. Bunch of my exes have been coming out of the woodworks, like 3 or 4 in the last week have made contact. I'm not sure what that's about. Haven't been responding. Spiritual gifts. Unconditional love. Speak your truth. Plane, trains, and automobiles. No. Trains and change and transition. I cannot speak. Hi, Catherine. Thank you so much. All right, the Divine Physician. Take a step back. Now, the subtext of this is saying, okay, so take a step back from what is not serving you. Let's see, shine light upon your healthy body, leading you to safety through this change. And let's see, speak with integrity. That's very sweet. All right, helping, giving, and receiving the love you deserve, which is all of the loves in the world. So, all right, helping you channel your gifts and talents and trusting your well-timed guidance and signs. Okay, you are making way for all of this soul-based connections. You do have soul-based connections that are coming into play now. You're so cute. Guys, just check the live chat. It's so funny. I love you guys. Thank you for showing up today, by the way. It means a lot to me. And my favorite part about the readings is, you know, if something resonates with you. That is my favorite. And yeah, thanks for all the subscriptions and the, you know, just the feedback and the donations and the readings that have been coming out of this are insane. Yeah, okay. Back to the reading. Okay, so you have unconditional love. You have people who are of your soul tribe. You have these people who want the best for you. It's not about what they can get out of you. It's about watching each other grow as a whole. You are stepping into these connections, and that's friggin' amazing. That's fabulous. And it feels so natural. It feels so free-flowing. And it does flow. It flows naturally, but you're still being held back. What are you being held back by? Now, this can speak to outdated connections, whether it is family, friends, lovers, co-workers. These are connections that just drain you of your energy, don't provide growth for either party involved. It's really, it's really a one-sided connection, but it's not done maliciously. I gotta tell you that. This is not a malicious intention. It's just, you know, it's traditional programming. It's you've been in each other's life for so long. There's a sense of obligation. There's a sense of entitlement. You know, we have been best friends since we were 5. And now we need to continue this relationship because, well, we're well in our however old you are. That's not the case. Connections and relationships are mutual contracts, mutual compatible contracts, which you have the ability to renegotiate them every single day. If it's to your detriment, then why would you keep that connection in place? It is enabling a person with unhealthy situations. It is enabling codependency. So you're putting in that boundary. So this, whatever you are stepping away from, has the opportunity to allow something better to come in for their life so they can do their growth. This is a sense of codependency. We are afraid to let go of these connections because what does it mean with all that time spent? It's not time wasted. It definitely served its purpose and it definitely provided growth. But you have to allow threads to fade into one another and finish this mosaic picture that we are, this mosaic quilt that we are. You don't know exactly where the thread is going, but you know that it has an important piece and it might not always last. Sometimes there'll be holes in the damn blanket, but we'll fix them. And that's when you decide whether or not connection is something where this is just stagnance. Can we rebuild on this? Or is it time to lovingly part ways? And that is what you are deciding right now. If something isn't serving you as in energy, as mutual growth, then you have got to allow that mutual respect for both or any party involved to put in that space for growth. It means the world to you, and it means the world to whatever this is. And it's only fair. You're not doing a public service by hanging on to these connections. So you've been getting signs and synchronicities about this, whatever the connection is. Follow it. Do not overthink it. This is what came out. The yin yang. I'm going to get this. I think that's going to be my next tattoo. That and the tree of life. Yeah, I'm kind of on a tattoo kick. It's a thing. So, where are we going to go to now? I don't know what signs and synchronicities you guys have been seeing, but mirroring numbers. I've been taking pictures of them, screenshotting them. It's been really obnoxious. It's mirroring numbers all over the place. So there is something really huge happening in my personal world that I'm not aware of yet, but it's happening. And, you know, if you're getting those and you're not sure where it's going, see how it makes you feel. And what are the thoughts that come to mind when you're seeing the synchronicities or the numbers? Just pay attention to how it's making you feel. And if you're getting that navigation to go one place or another place, behave a certain way, pay attention to what, you know, the core of that is. Is it guidance? Is this recycled patterns in your life? Pay attention to that. So now we're going to go to the Spirit Song Tarot. This is Paulina Cassidy. And the Ankh. Yeah, I have the Ankh. I have the Ankh on my wrist. Well, it looks like an upside down cross if I show it like this. So I'm going to have to show it like this. I have that. And I also have the Buddhist So I'm going to do... Okay, back to the reading. All right, where are we going now? All right. Again, not reading reversals. I love the artistry on this. Paulina Cassidy did amazing on this deck. I have to see if she has other decks. Let's see. Ooh. 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 All right, you want to know what? We'll see how we feel about reversals. Because I didn't initially want to do it, but I have a strong feeling about the Hermit here. Someone is coming out of that slumber. Something about slumber. We're not sleeping anymore. Stop hitting the snooze alarm. It's awkward at this point. Hello. I did not see what you had written, but I shall something about email. That's what I caught before it dissipated. The tower moments. Oh my goodness. People are shaking off the burdens. This is what this reading is about. Guys, you're shaking off the burdens. Whatever the counterpart is and a connection that could be coming into play, shaking off the burdens right now. Tower moments, a lot of fast moving thing coming in. Let's see, 3 of feathers, the moon, that came in to 2 readings earlier today. All right, 5 of crystals, change. Thank you, Sarah. All right, so there's one more. I think it's this one. Yeah, that feels right. Knight of Acorns, and no, there's a lot of messages coming in, but they're not dramatic. It's just for momentum. Too many cards. Said 1 to make it weird. Eek! Oh, the Queen of Shells is self-contained, self-assured, owning her emotions. Queen. She has grown. She's emotionally stable. She has her stuff together. Tonk Shlopi, I love your name. Oh my God. The Queen of Shells. There is a huge sense of inner peace completely going over the collective, pulling back that energy. You wanna know what? We just can't fight this anymore. There's a change, there's a tower. There's been all this pressure built up, and now it's like that deep breath. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this. It's gonna be uncomfortable because guess what? That is where the growth happens. That's where all the momentum happens, in the discomfort. But you're taking a breath, getting centered, and jumping in. This huge tower moment is going to start settling, and it's gonna be like the phoenix rising from the ashes. But know that what is coming about right now is huge in movement, huge in message, huge in momentum, completely revamping this entire new cycle. This is a huge cycle for manifestation, awakening, mission work. This is hugely soulbound, huge Aquarius feeling about this. Unique, hella unique. And let's see, action, drive. This is so momentum filled, so much consistency in this. This isn't going to be short-lived at all. It's not just initial push, okay, it didn't break, now we're going to go pull back. You remember how in movies you see like these line of people carrying this huge log and they're going to knock down that damn door? All right, that is what's happening. You're knocking down those doors. You are going into that castle. You are storming your castle because there are people in that castle, because it's yours, who don't belong there. You're getting your damn castle back. You're taking ownership of this life and your work and breaking away all these outdated customs. They have absolutely no service to you. All it did was solidify everything that you are not, which I guess in a way is a huge lesson in itself. It is wonderful to exhaust what you are not, because you'll never have to wonder the coulda, woulda, shouldas on it. You are very solid in your decision making, very solid in where you want to go and who you aren't going to be, because those past generations, while they're nostalgic and beautiful, oh, heavenly white Christmas, yes, that is not the reality that gets you going. If you were to just go with that flow, which there's no way that you can, complacency. And that's what you're getting. And you have stepped into self-ownership, owning this life, owning your decisions, owning all your faults. So this is what is being created. It is a platform of reconnections of people of mutual growth who had no way of making something work in these connections previously, but now have the tool and skill set to make this not only work, but incredibly thriving in life. So this is, sorry, I just got a message. This is completely a new land of possibilities for you. Everything that you want is within reach. Everything that you have craved in life is yours for the taking. Be careful what you wish for. I said this in my live tonight, because you just might get it. Everything that you want, you will have, but you are going to have to do the work that is behind it. It's not just sitting and waiting for life to come to you. This is your momentum. This is your second wind. It's incredibly beautiful. A lot of shadow self is being illuminated. And I feel like this Virgo moon that we just passed, this was a huge purge time. It's analytical. It cuts away at what doesn't work in your life. If you have a Virgo sun and you just went through the Virgo moon, first off, I'm glad that you still made it because that was heavy. I mean, lots of changes in it's like two Virgos, over analytical, practical, and just straight to the point at that one. It's almost kind of like a Scorpio at that one. Just, I love Scorpio. I have a Scorpio moon. It's just not as emotional. It's a little bit more practical. And again, I love Scorpio. I love all the signs they have. They're huge key points. Not dogging on anyone with this. It's release. Learning to release. So, all right, the sleep time is over. And James, I can't wait to hear your story. And release, we have two cards about release. Release, revelation, release, recovery. Oh my God, shedding that old skin, coming out of the damn cocoon. It's, the sky and the earth in this one, sky and earth. So this huge merriment of the two, the yin, the yang, it is so beautiful. Everything that you just endured, you will look back and see as bittersweet, and you wouldn't have changed it in any way possible. That was where all a huge chunk of your growth happened, and it was so beautiful, so poetic. So this is what came out. Two things of recovery. Now it's, release. Two things of release. You dropping all those weights, all those burdens, all those old customs and traditions that don't suit you, stepping into your truth, recovery, rejuvenation. You got this. So you have the sky and the earth, everything, yin and yang, balance. And that leads to the Queen of Shells, that sense of peace. You're going to have this wave of peace, and that is yours to keep. So I hope that you do. And I really want to see where we're going next. So again, if you are just chiming in, say hello, let me know where you are in the world. And if you're catching us on the replay or if you're watching this live, let me know if this reading resonates with you. And if it doesn't, you can always, reach out and ask for clarification. Everything's welcome. Everything's acceptable. I just love doing this. I really do. All right, where are we going to now? Alrighty, messages from your angels. Let's see what they want to tell us. Shh, it's a thing. Oh, hey Houston, hey Sarah. I'm glad that resonated. Danny, if you're in Disneyland, I'm gonna be so upset because you did not say hi. All right, you are 4 hours away from me if you're in Disneyland. I would expect at least a hello or a text saying, stuck in traffic, not gonna make it. Danny's my Canadian soul brother. Absolutely love that man. All right, Rosetta. Yeah. I remember living in Vermont, up until I was 17, and I remember this whole ordeal. They wanted to make Lake Champlain one of the Great Lakes. They didn't do it, but everyone's like, it truly is a Great Lake. And while it is, it's just not as big. I mean, you've seen the Great Lakes. You have a globe. Nice. All right, come on. One more. Here we go. We got 5 cards. 6 cards. We have 6 cards. Chantel, a new romance is imminent. Hey Eve, nice to meet you. I'm 5'8", 150 to 60 pounds. I don't know. And single, totally not looking, just enjoying life and falling into myself. Let's see. New romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through a reignited passion. And your existing relationship, be open or giving to receiving of love. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right here. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to be open to greater love. Are you noticing a pattern? Danny, oh God. All right, you are open to greater love. You'll release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. That's beautiful. No conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options. Ask the angels for help. when we ask the angels to help and guide you. And then we have victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. And then we have, what do you desire right now? So right now, in this moment. Let's see. Visualize it and it'll come about. Negativity will block your progress. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. I have to say this to myself all the time because I'm constantly getting in my own way. You watching this, if you are blocking your own progress with doubt, with fear, with imagining every single way that this can't work, stop it. It's going to work. Be very mindful of what you want. It's not out of reach. It's not crazy. It's crazy to think that you are anything other than deserving. It's not entitlement. It's pretty much a birthright of yours. And let's see, you have a gift for working with young people. Your divine purpose involves helping or teaching or parenting children. Or this is talking about healing those inner child wounds because it's a community that lifts up each other. So the more that you heal those little blips of inner child wounds that come up, the more that you will allow yourself to see life innocently and through new eyes again, and living for yourself, falling into yourself. And when you do that, if something doesn't resonate with you, then those are the vibrations, those are the people, the connections that tend to fall away. So yeah, you might have a career with children and that's wonderful, it's fine and it's dandy. You might have a natural knack for that. You might even be helping adults who are acting like big children, you know, those toddler temper tantrums. I've seen that. It's not, you know, talking negatively about anyone, and I mean that completely. This is talking about healing the wounds. Why are you so hurt that it shows up as anger? Why are you so hurt that it shows up as you not deserving life? All these things that come to the surface and have been coming to the surface that you have been purging are leading you back to that more innocent mindset. What do you want in life? It's not bad to want. It's not bad to be selfish. It's not at the detriment of anyone else. It's just what does it mean to make you grow? And when you are in that mindset, in that open vastness, you start drawing in people who are going to resonate with that and who are going to build up with that and who are going to collectively build up with you. These are your soul family, your soul tribe, and it is more than worthy of you. What you want wants you in return. So you have to do that work, because if you don't, then what is waiting for you misses out on something truly amazing. And that even goes for divine counterparts. In, you know, just if you are a masculine or feminine and you're on this soulmate twin flame journey, then if you aren't doing that work, then the counterpart coming in is not going to, they're not going to get the partner that they need either. You are just as equally needed in every facet of life. And it's not just about you, it's about mutual growth, it's about building up that energy, it's about doing service to humanity, mission work. It's breaking away from everything that just holds you down. Imagine how far we would be if we didn't hold ourselves down in fear. So I hope that that made sense. And you know, this is a constant mindfulness thing. How do we get in our own way? Why do we get in our own way? And how can we stop doing that? There are so many ways to address it. And it's all these little blips that come to mind. And it's, you know, the first one that comes to mind is one that you need to work on and not keep reliving that mindset. So, when you are facing this, you may think that it's not something that is even a big deal, but it came up for a reason, and it's incredibly valid. Everything that you've been through and endured, everything that you've witnessed in life, it is worthy of mentioning. It is not little, it's not something that you have to let go, but you do have to heal and change your perception with, so you don't have to be a prisoner to it anymore. That is something that I have noticed recently. When I'm going to hang out with a friend or I'm going to connect with someone, something will come up, it'll be like this little sign that says, you know, prisoner. And I've noticed that when I'm meeting these people, they are so stuck in this loop in life, and they have no desire to get out. They're imprisoned by their own thoughts. So that is something that I had to pull away from, and then you'll stop seeing the signs and the synchronicities. They will show up until it is fulfilled and acknowledged and learned from. So again, that's another reason to pay attention. You're not crazy. And it's not seeking it out, it's just pay attention. All right, where are we going to next? All right. Butterfly Oracle cards, Doreen Virtue. Oh. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Oh, my neck just cracked. I don't know if you heard that. All right, we have courage. Well, when it's time, you will have nothing but courage because you've exhausted everything else. You're stronger than you know. Decisions. This is talking about your tower moment. So some of you are stepping away from connections. You know, it started off as amazing, but it served its purpose. It's not what you need, it's not what you want, but it served a purpose. So we are going through spiritual awakenings. What is coming in is going through a spiritual awakening. They are getting more in tune with the spiritual aspects in life. This is talking about reconciliation. You were never forgotten. You were never let go of. You never left the mind. The separation was in place, but it was something that they felt that they had to do. It wasn't personal. None of this is ever personal. Even if someone is doing something awful, it is not personal. It has nothing to do with you. They're showing up with the best that they got, making the decisions with the best that they got. And now is the tower moment. They've put out all that they can into a situation, and it's not part of their life path anymore. So the decision is to step away from something and step into a truth. And that truth is going to be very fast-paced. Oh, well, thank you. So they, whoever this resonates with, you're worried about judgment, you're worried about emotional persecution, but you have to understand that none of that matters when it comes to your life and your happiness. You can't live your life for other people. So stepping into your path is going to take some courage, but that's all that you have now, because everything else you've already thought about, you've already put into action. So now you're just stepping in. And when you break that first barrier and you see that not only are you surviving, you are learning how to thrive, you will understand that you are much stronger than you know. You are braver than you realize, and that you are more capable than you let yourself think before. Again, what are the fears that come about that hold you in place to where you don't belong anymore? It's all bottlenecking into a pressure point that just is going to break. But it is going to be beautiful, it's going to be poetic, and it's going to cause immense growth on your part. And this is going to be, again, part of finding your soul tribe, your soul family, soulmates, twin flames, all those things. It's a build-up to something better that is more soul-serving for you. Not selfish, not ego in a negative way. It's good to have ego, it's good to have pride, it's good to have all those things. This is the balance, though, so you're stepping into that. This is what you got. Courage, because that's all that you have right now. Courage, and once you break that first barrier, you'll see your strengths and your characters and all the amazement that is you. You are more than capable. All right, now where are we gonna look? We're gonna look at love, because we can. I lied. All right, Wisdom of the Oracle, Colette Baron-Reed, and then we'll go with love. What shows up at the bottom of the deck that I happen to look down on? TikTok. It's time, baby. Oh, my back is hurting, I'm hunched over. Sorry. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's pretty bad. All right, so you're at the fork in the road, or the counterpart's at the fork in the road, and the whole thing is they're hesitant to make a decision. They know that they have to make a decision, but they're like, it's that final squirm. And so the decision is already made. They're waiting to be pulled. Don't wait to be pulled. You're making a decision. You're going to go to one side or the other, and you're going to give your power away if you don't move, because you are being pulled. You don't resist. Stop resisting. And when you finally actually make the decision, which don't be afraid of making a wrong decision, because the right decision's already in place. All you have to do is step. Then you'll have this overwhelming sense of peace, and you'll know that you don't have to run from anything anymore. You don't have to run from yourself anymore. It's the main thing that I'm getting, but it's all about time. It's all about time, and it is time. It's time for you to have that inner peace, that Zen. I work at Zen Rose Garden. They are pretty damn amazing. All right, so here we go. Now that we know that we are not giving our power away to someone else, let's look at love. Because apparently this reading wasn't enough about love. Isn't everything all about love? Love is like light. There is no darkness, only an absence of light. So you can love everything, but love some things more than other things. Yeah, like I really, really don't love anything violent. You know what I'm saying? All right, now we're looking at love. I feel it. It's happening. We're going there. Yep. All right, love is a language, absolutely, and find the people who speak your language. You don't need a translator when it comes to it. Getting to know you, getting to know all of that. Guess what card came out that triggered that song? Yep. Make the effort, playfulness, and I want one more. Ugh, man, fine. Okay. All right, let's see. That's something in the comments. Thank you for that donation, Mike. I absolutely love and adore you. Guys, seriously, the reaching out, the confirmations, the donations, all those things, it's overwhelmingly wonderful. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. That is amazing. You could be doing anything with your time, and you're choosing to spend these precious minutes in connection with me, so thank you. All right, heart-to-heart conversations. Playfulness. Always go to to blave, which means to bluff. It's true to know each other. So you guys, a lot of again, tripping and falling on my words. The reconnections are coming into play. A lot of soulmate, twin flame, karmic bond relationships are coming back into play. Whatever title feels like a thing for you, call it that. You'll know it by the way that it feels. Whatever resonates with you, use that. This is a huge time, and that second wind where people are getting that urge to reconnect, because again, we have just come out of a time frame where everything crumbled, it fell down, and here we are on the ground, listening, watching, and starting to build ourselves up, starting to build on firm foundations, there you go. And now we are reclaiming our castle. What do we want it to look like? Who are we going to invite in? Who's going to be our neighbors? These are all things that are happening right now. Your castle is yours alone. You can let in whatever you want. Put a damn moat around that thing and lift up that bridge when you want to. You are getting to know each other. This is an amazing connection that has an amazing opportunity to go the distance, but you have to be able to talk about the hard conversations. If you are afraid, try to address why you are afraid. Again, I feel like this is all about anticipation, anticipating rejection, anticipating pain. Don't come to the table with those anticipations. These are self-fulfilling prophecies, and you've already been in separation. You've already been okay with the idea that you wouldn't connect again. Learning to stand in your own and standing in yourself and being all about your life selfishly, wonderfully selfishly, is what is drawing in the connection. Now you are going to either draw in for closure or reconciliation, but when you come to the table, you'll know it by the way that it feels and you won't be afraid. If there is fear, again, address why. And if this is talking about closure, then you are going to be drawing in a much better suited connection for you for this life. But don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of love. Love is what makes you. It's all that you are. It's all that you express. So when you are coming to the table, have those heart-to-heart conversations. Is this something where you guys can reconnect? Or is this where you're going to allow yourself to lovingly part ways for however long? And it's more than acceptable. There is no pressure on it this time. You've exhausted everything. And now it's time to live your life. And it's time to step into your work. So I hope that that made sense. This is what came out. Okay, guys, I'm going to call the reading at 30:35, and I'll be doing a pop-up in the next few days. So make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you will get notifications on that. And if you want to see how it'll generally go, you can see the old pop-ups. Those are in my playlist. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Tuesday reading. And if you want to book your own personal reading, feel free to do so. If you're watching this on live or replay, say #replay. Let me know if this resonates or not. Get in touch. Find me on all social platforms. And until next time, stay safe, have fun. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye. Oh, and thank you, Michael. Bye.